Hello everybody, my name is Robert and this is Review Clue. Now, before we get into this video, I'm just going to ask again that if this is the first time that you've seen my face on your screen, then please do get subscribed, it helps out so much. And if you're already subscribed, then leave a comment, drop a like, share this video around a bit. Anyway, let's get right into today's video, which is going to be pretty similar to last week's. Now, you'll remember last week we started a little small series called Shit I Bought on Amazon. Well, I've been shopping again. During my kind of makeover that I've got going on behind me of the office and a couple of other bits as well, I've been receiving a lot of Amazon packages again. And it's a lot of tech and it's pretty fun stuff. So I thought now is a great opportunity to just spend some time to have another one of these videos. So let's get right into it. I've got a pile of boxes here, there's more coming tomorrow. Let's get right into each one and find out just what shit I bought on Amazon. Just as a bit of a disclaimer here, I'm not in any way saying that these products are bad or shit. I am simply having a bit of fun with the name here, and there is no kind of malicious intent to this video. Let's get right in. Alright, let's get straight into this. First up, we have our friends over at Kiwi Design who have sent us over two more things. Now, originally I was going to do a video on this weekend, but since the move started happening with the new desk, I haven't had a chance to. So let's go ahead and have a first look at these, the Q1 Pros. So these are some new grips for controllers, and we also have this, the link cable here. I'm of course not going to go into detail too much about these right now, just because I'm saving them for that video, so let's pop them out of the way. Alright, this one's fun. So every desk needs one of these, and it's a mouse mat. Now, I could have got a normal size mouse mat, but I don't like to do things in halves. So this is an LED gaming mouse mat, and it's massive. Let's go ahead and just unbox it here. Move the box out of the way, there's nothing else in the box. Can just put it out there. And if I give it a shake, I think there is a cable. So this cable is just a micro USB there. Very nice. And we of course get the mouse mat itself. So let's just go ahead and put it the right way up, I suppose. That would be a good start. And there it is. This is a big old mouse mat. So there's enough space here to have my keyboard and my mouse, which I'm going to do in a second, and I'll show you that. We also have along the top here, you'll notice two USB ports, a button, and what appears to be a speaker. This does have RGB, they are sewn in around the edge here. Click the button to change the colours. And we also have a speaker built in, which is odd. I don't expect it to sound very good at all, but it might blow me away. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop it off to the side, and then we'll get some B-roll of that in place with my keyboard and mouse on it, and we'll also have a look at that sound quality as well. So let's just get that out of the way. Alright, not particularly interesting. Up next, we have a power socket. Now, of course, power sockets are not particularly interesting, they aren't particularly techy, but they are really important in an office. And I chose this one for one reason, really. And if I pull it out, you will see why. This can be mounted to a desk. I know most can, but this was quite nice that I could do it in two locations. I can just mount that to the bottom of my desk, and then I've got all my power. So, yeah, not particularly interesting, but very useful. Of course, if you are interested in buying any of these products, the link will be up here or down below in the description, and it will be every link to all of the products. So you can grab them if you want. Let's move that out of the way. Alright, here's a fun little one. So this is 400 games in one. This is like, when I was a kid, my dad had a game station, I think it was called. Plugged it into the telly and it had like 400 games in one. I suspect the games haven't actually changed that much. The first thing you're going to notice is this thing looks very much like a Game Boy. Got all the buttons. Along one side you've got your volume switch. Nothing along the bottom or the other side, and along the top, the power. So there's 400 games here to scroll through. I don't know what I just chose here, let's just play and see. Looks to be Tetris. Right, okay. Can I switch it round? No? Maybe am I missing something here? Ah, 3 in a row. Now, I probably could play this for a very long time, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to switch it off. So you get 400 games in one. I think that's pretty good value. This thing was very, very cheap. I do question the legitimacy of the games, but hey. So we also get a charging cable, an extra controller, so you can play with your friends and plug this into a computer or a TV. Very cool. And AV cables, because who doesn't like AV? Now, that was a bit of a fun one. I plan to actually play this a little bit, because nothing like playing a good old retro game, especially when you've got a couple of minutes spare. So I'll drop the link for that one down in the description. So we've got 2 more products today, and then we'll come back and finish up tomorrow, because I've got a lot of stuff coming tomorrow as well. For now, let's talk Insmart. This is their body composite scales. Now, body composite scales are particularly interesting. This will sync up with the cloud as well, and it will tell you your BMI, your blood, your water levels, everything like that. So it's just a normal kind of smart scale. So let's go ahead, unbox it here, and have a look at what we get. So I've had an Insmart one in the past. This is the updated version apparently. Just gonna pop that off like that. This is the updated version apparently, which is not going to stay open. Just chuck that foam off to the side. Get the instruction manual, which you probably won't need to read, and a quick start guide. We'll drop those off to the side. And you get the scales itself. That's all we get in the box, so I'll drop that box off to the side and we'll have a closer look at the scales. So here we are with the actual scales. It was a bit of an odd shape. I wasn't expecting it to be this shape actually. They're normally quite squared off, but this is a nice one. This one looks pretty fancy. It's quite glossy on the front. I don't know if that's glass or plastic. We'll have a look in a minute and I'll let you know. We'll need to plug some batteries into this. I'm going to go ahead and peel that sticker. Oh, that was a nice sticker. That's like a plastic one. Anyway, let's have a look on the back here. Oh, maybe it already has batteries in it. Potentially could already have batteries in it. Yes, it does. Okay, let's place that on the floor in a minute and have a go with that. And we'll obviously do a little bit of B-roll of me using that, but we'll drop it off to the side while we look at the last product for today. Now, this last product I am going to do a more in-depth review on, but I thought it would be fun to kind of do a quick unboxing of now, and that is the Teotronic massage gun. Now, recently, a lot of people have been raving about these massage guns. Apparently, they're really good, and they really do help with just relaxing the muscles and also getting building up some of that lactic acid as well. So, let's go ahead and open up the box. And inside the box, we do have another box. Let's go ahead and pull out the carry case if we can do it carefully. There we go, and drop off the box. There's a lot of rubbish behind me right now, I'm just going to put it out there. So this is the carry case that it comes in. It's hard shell and it feels really nice actually. I feel like that's quite a nice touch. I don't know why you'd need a carry case for this. Are you carrying this around with you everywhere you go? Probably not. We have some instructions here and therapy precautions. So actually I think they might have like a guide on how to do it as well, which is quite nice. So drop that off to the side. And where should we look first? Let's have a look at the gun first. We'll get the interesting bit out of the way. So this is the Teotronic massage gun. It looks pretty menacing. So in the front here is where you add your attachments. On the back, you've just got a display to be able to make it more powerful, less powerful, and power it on. And that's about it really. Along the bottom, you've got your charging port and the power. So you can power it on and off. We'll drop that off to the side. While we look at each accessory there is in this box. Each accessory is used for a different thing and a different body part, and that's all in that instruction manual there. So I'm going to do my best to explain it. This one is nice and soft. This one is for larger body parts like arms and legs, just to help get the blood flowing again. Sorry, I was just attaching it there so you can see it. And what we can do is we can now turn that on and you see it going mad. That is at a level 1. Now, we can go up to 10 levels, and at level 10 it gets pretty scary. Let's do that now. So that's level 10, and you can hear that going as well. It gets loud. And also does that. So I don't know whether that's I'm just not pushing it in enough or whether it's just simply not designed for it, but you can do that. You've got the D-shaped one here. This is for the abdominals. You have your Y-shaped one for your back and your spine. This is a very hard one, and I don't suggest doing that on high. But what that one's for is just for activation and really getting into deep tissues. We have a bullet style one, which I had a bit of a laugh at, just because just me? Okay then. Anyway, yes, so we have the bullet style one here, which not really sure if I'm honest. And finally, we have a similar ball to the other one, but this one is slightly harder, but still squishy. So there you go. That's everything that we get in here, as well as, of course, the charging brick. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is not play with this too much, because I plan to do a full review on this thing probably next week, week after maybe. I've got a lot of reviewing to do. But I'm really excited to properly use this, and my partner is as well. So as soon as we get a chance, we'll make a review on this and we'll get back to you. But that has been the Teotronics massage gun, and that's all we've got today. I'm going to go ahead and record some B-roll quick, and then we'll come back here tomorrow once everything else arrives. There's quite a few bits arriving tomorrow that I'm super excited about. Alright, so we are back for day 2. A lot more stuff came today, so we're going to get straight into it. I don't want this video to be stupidly long. So, first up we've got this, a USB-C hub. Not particularly interesting, but pretty important still. I find I always need USB-C hubs, so let's go ahead and just peel off the sticker, take a look at what we get. No paperwork, so I'm just going to chuck that box off to the side. Oh, no, there is a paperwork, it's on the back. So you've got a pamphlet, pretty standard, and you've got the device itself. This one caught my eye for a number of reasons. As we can see there, it has got Ethernet, it's got 3.5mm, it's got VGA, HDMI, a couple of card readers. On the top there you've got USB-C, and along this side you've got a load of USB. Again, not particularly interesting, but something that I always find useful to have for a computer setup. So, there you go. And next up, we've got this nondescript box which just says the words HDMI on it, which doesn't particularly sound very interesting. On the bottom, it's got Fight for the Dream. There we go, Fight for the Dream. And that's all we know about this. So if we open it up, maybe it'll explain a little bit more about it. We've got a bag here of something. We'll put it off to the side. I of course do know what this is. I'm kind of just playing along here. We've got USB there to what would appear to be USB-C. So there's a USB to USB-C cable. Oh my god, we've got loads of cables in here. What's this one? Oh, we've got a HDMI cable, always useful. And what would appear to be a USB to USB, as well as some instruction manuals. So let's chuck off this to the side and look at what this device actually is. It's inside this little plastic baggie, and here we go. It is a USB 3.0 HDMI video capture card. Yes. It's a video capture card, a little bit like the Elgato. I'll give you a closer up look there as well. A little bit like the Elgato. You've got HDMI 3, and you've got earbuds, or you've got your headphones and your mic. And on that side, we've got 2 HDMIs, and that's it. That's all we get here. Made of metal. Feels very, very slim, very, very small, and I think this will be perfect for starting up a gaming stream. This is what I plan to use it for. I plan to try and do some gaming streams so every now and again. So we'll get a chance to test this and test it out. It was really, really cheap, especially compared to something like the Elgato. So you never know, it might be really good. Now I'm going to sit down in this chair and we're going to cut to a different camera shot for this next couple of products because they're quite big. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we're sat down, I can show you some of the bigger boxes. I've got 2 massive ones next to me and one down here. We'll start off with this one. These are the more important ones. That's kind of an accessory for it. We've got this. I don't know if that's in shot. It is. So we've got 2 monitors, 24-inch LCD displays. I was really needing some new monitors for the setup behind me here. At the moment I'm running a laptop and that's it. So I've got 2 screens here. They are the Philips V-Line. I'll put the exact name on the screen. These were, I think, like £99 on Amazon. They were fairly cheap. They're only HD, but for what I need them for, they're perfect. Because I'm realistically, only going to be doing work on my laptop there, and it's going to be work. I'm working from home mostly, so these aren't really for gaming, but I didn't buy them for that, so I'm fine. So there's that one, and do you know what, I can't even be bothered to show you it. What we've got down there is the monitor arm for this. It is a dual Vaser mount monitor arm. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is do this now, put it all together, and then I'll show it behind me. We'll do a time lapse of it, why not? So let's get on with that. We're going to pretend that didn't just take 17 minutes to do. It appears I'm just stupid and don't really know how to do this. So your mileage will vary, it'll probably take you a lot less time. Anyway, now that is set up, let's go ahead and get those monitors on there. Time. Okay, so I've just noticed I've mounted this arm upside down, so I'm going to have to remount that arm now. Give me a sec. Alright, that's one of them mounted. Let's get all this rubbish out of the way and mount the other one. That's going to need some adjusting, and I'm sorry about the noise of the fan, but it's flipping hot in here. It's going to need some adjusting, but we've got it up, so let's go ahead and get them plugged in, and I'll show you some cool things about these monitors as well, just as a little extra treat for this video. So that's those two monitors mounted together now in the correct place, and they are incredible. Now, I was trying to think of advantages to having dual monitors, and of course the first thing that came to mind was you could watch 2 review clue videos at the same time. That is a real advantage in my book. Anyway, if we come around to the back here, you'll notice the arms actually have little pieces like this. So we can do some sort of cable managing. The cable management still isn't great back there because I'm still working on it. But this is my setup right now and I'm super happy with it. Now do bear in mind I mainly do work at home. So I've got a nice comfortable desk chair here. It is a gaming one. It's like I think PlayStation branded. Yeah, it's PlayStation branded. You've got the Corsair keyboard and mouse. I've got my iPad there. I've got my laptop underneath. And it just looks so slick. The desk itself is bowing a bit in the middle. This is 2 Alex drawers either side there from IKEA and one of their tabletops. I have got a leg under there, but I just need to kind of work on it a bit just to bring it up. But that is my setup as a whole, and I'm in love with this thing. It just looks so good. So there we have it, guys. That's been episode 2 of Shit I Bought on Amazon and a really quick look at my setup behind me. If you want a more in-depth look up, and I can totally do that, drop that in the comments down below and I'll get round to it eventually. Now, next week I'm off all week, so I've got some big videos planned, including some from Kiwi Design. They've sent me out a load of stuff to make the best Oculus Quest, so get subscribed if you want to see that. I've also got some other cool stuff as well. So tell your friends to get subscribing, liking, commenting. I am so close to 200 subs now. I think I'm like 25 away and I'm really excited to hit that goal. Mainly for you guys because I've got a big giveaway set up. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, do all of that really cool stuff there and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.